Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever wondered what makes a person truly unforgettable? It's not just about beauty, charm, or status, it's about impact. The way you make someone feel, the way you inspire, and the way you challenge them to grow. If you do this, he will never forget you, not because you demanded his attention, but because you earned a place in his heart and mind. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Not by chasing, not by pleasing, but by becoming someone so extraordinary that forgetting you is simply not an option. Let's begin. Confidence is magnetic. It's the kind of energy that doesn't just walk into a room, it commands it. When you truly believe in yourself, people feel it before you even say a word. It's not about arrogance or trying to prove anything to anyone. It's about carrying yourself with the certainty that you are enough, exactly as you are. The world responds to people who move with self-assurance, who own their space unapologetically, and who refuse to shrink themselves to fit into someone else's expectations. When you know your worth, you don't have to convince anyone of it. It radiates in the way you speak, the way you walk, and the way you carry yourself in every situation. Confidence is not about being the loudest person in the room. It's not about having the perfect body, the most expensive clothes, or the most followers on social media. It's about the way you make people feel when they're around you. It's about showing up with a presence so powerful that people remember you long after you've left. Think about the people who have made a lasting impression on you. Chances are they were people who stood in their truth, who didn't try to be anyone but themselves, and who carried themselves with a kind of certainty that made you take notice. The secret to confidence is understanding that you are not in competition with anyone. The moment you stop seeking validation from others, you become unstoppable. You stop worrying about whether you are good enough, pretty enough, or smart enough because you know that you are. And that knowing, that deep, unshakable belief in yourself is what makes you unforgettable. People don't remember those who try too hard to impress them. They remember those who are so comfortable in their own skin that they inspire others to feel the same way. Confidence is also about resilience. It's about knowing that even when life knocks you down, you have the strength to get back up. It's about walking into every room, every relationship, and every opportunity with the mindset that you belong there. The way you carry yourself tells the world how to treat you. When you exude confidence, people respect you. They admire you, they remember you, because confidence is not just about what you say, it's about what you believe. The world is filled with people trying to fit in, trying to be like everyone else, trying to mold themselves into something that feels acceptable. But the truth is, the ones who are remembered, the ones who leave a lasting impact, are the ones who dare to stand out. It takes courage to be different. It takes strength to embrace the parts of yourself that make you unique instead of hiding them. But that courage is exactly what makes you unforgettable. When you walk into a room, don't blend into the background. Own your individuality, your voice, your thoughts, your perspective. No one else in the world has them in the exact way you do. There's power in that. Too often people try to play it safe. They hold back their opinions, suppress their dreams, and follow the crowd because it feels easier. But what's easy is rarely what's memorable. The people who make history, the ones who are spoken about long after they are gone, are the ones who refuse to be ordinary. They chose to be bold, to take risks, to be different, even when it was uncomfortable. Standing out isn't about trying too hard or being loud just for the sake of being noticed. It's about being authentically you in a way that is so unapologetic, people can't help but take notice. It's about dressing in a way that makes you feel powerful, speaking in a way that commands respect, and showing up in a way that makes people remember your presence. It's about having the courage to dream big and the determination to make those dreams happen, even when others doubt you. People are drawn to those who have something different to offer. The way you think, the way you see the world, the way you bring fresh ideas and perspectives to the table, that is what sets you apart. And when you embrace those qualities, instead of trying to suppress them, you become a force to be reckoned with. You become someone who is impossible to ignore. Those who dare to stand out create their own path instead of following the one laid out for them. They don't wait for permission to be great. They decide that they already are, and let the world catch up. Genuine kindness is a rare and powerful thing. In a world where so many people give only to get something in return, being someone who gives without expectations makes you unforgettable. It's easy to do something nice when you know there's a reward waiting for you. It's easy to be kind when people are watching, when there's recognition, when there's applause. But the real test of character is how you treat people when there's nothing to gain. When you give without conditions, without keeping score, you create a lasting imprint on people's hearts. Think about the moments in your life that have truly moved you. Chances are they weren't about grand gestures or extravagant gifts. They were about the times when someone showed up for you when they didn't have to, when someone listened to you without distraction, when someone believed in you when you didn't even believe in yourself. That kind of kindness doesn't just touch people, it transforms them. And when you are the kind of person who offers that to others, you become impossible to forget. We live in a world where so many people are focused on themselves, their goals, their ambitions, their struggles. And while there is nothing wrong with chasing your dreams, real fulfillment comes from the impact you have on others. When you lift people up, when you remind them of their worth, when you help them see their potential, you don't just change their lives, you change your own. People may forget what you say, they may forget what you do, but they will never forget the way you made them feel. That is the power of genuine kindness. But kindness isn't just about grand acts of generosity. It's in the small, everyday moments. It's in making eye contact when someone is speaking to you, in remembering little details about their lives, in being fully present when you're with them. It's in choosing to be patient when it would be easier to be frustrated, in giving people the benefit of the doubt, in speaking words that uplift instead of tear down. Fear holds so many people back from truly living. It stops them from taking risks, from expressing their true feelings, from going after what they really want. But the people who leave a lasting impact, the ones who are never forgotten, are those who refuse to let fear control them. They love with courage, they pursue their dreams relentlessly, and they show up for life with a heart wide open. Fearless people don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect circumstances. They create their own moments. They take action even when they're scared, because they know that the only way to truly live is to take risks. Loving fearlessly means being willing to be vulnerable. It means opening your heart even when there's a chance of getting hurt. It means showing up in your relationships with honesty, with authenticity, and without playing games. Too many people hold back in love because they're afraid of rejection, afraid of looking weak, afraid of being the one who cares more. But real love, whether it's romantic, platonic, or even self-love, requires bravery. When you love fully and unapologetically, you leave an imprint on people's hearts that they can never erase. It's not the love that is cautious and calculated that stays with people. It's the love that is raw, real, and fearless. Living fearlessly means embracing uncertainty. It means walking into the unknown with the belief that no matter what happens, you will figure it out. People spend so much of their lives waiting for the right opportunity, the right person, the right timing. But those who are unforgettable don't wait. They take chances. They start the business. They write the book. They move to the new city. They confess their feelings. They bet on themselves even when no one else does. They don't let the fear of failure stop them, because they know that failure is just another step towards success. Fearless people inspire others. They ignite something in those around them because their energy is contagious. When you watch someone who isn't afraid to chase their dreams, to express themselves fully, to live without hesitation, it makes you want to do the same. People remember those who push them out of their comfort zones, who challenge them to grow, who make them believe that anything is possible. When you live fearlessly, you don't just make an impact, you become unforgettable. Legacy is not built in a day. It is built in the moments, the choices, the way you show up in the world. It is not about being famous or having your name in history books. It is about the mark you leave on people, the impact you make, and the way you make others feel. True legacy is not about what you have. It is about what you give, what you create, and how you inspire. It is about living in a way that even after you are gone, your influence still lingers in the lives you have touched. People often think that legacy is something that happens happens later in life, something distant, something only a select few achieve. But the truth is, you are building your legacy every single day, in the way you treat people, in the way you handle challenges, in the way you choose to rise after you fall. Every conversation, every interaction, every dream you chase contributes to the story people will remember about you. If you want to be unforgettable, start acting like it now. Stop making decisions that align with the person you want to be remembered as. Legacy is created when you stand for something, when you live with purpose, when you don't just go through life aimlessly, but instead make choices that are intentional, impactful, and meaningful. It is not about following the crowd or doing what is expected of you. It is about carving your own path, taking risks, and daring to be different. The people who are remembered are those who had the courage to defy expectations, to push boundaries, to create something greater than themselves. They are the ones who refuse to settle for mediocrity. Your legacy is not just about what you do for yourself. It is about what you do for others. It is in the way you lift people up, in the way you inspire those around you to dream bigger, to believe in themselves, to never settle. It is in the way you make people feel seen, heard, and valued. It is in the way you use your talents, your voice, your presence to create change. The most unforgettable people are not the ones who had the most, but the ones who gave the most of their wisdom, their love, their passion, and their courage. At the end of the day, being unforgettable isn't about tricks or strategies. It's about the essence of who you are and how you choose to show up in the world. It's about owning your confidence, daring to be different, giving without expecting anything in return, living and loving fearlessly, and building a legacy that speaks long after you're gone. The people who make the greatest impact are not the ones who try the hardest to be remembered, but the ones who live so boldly, so authentically, and so unapologetically that forgetting them simply isn't an option. You don't have to chase anyone's approval. You don't have to mold yourself into someone else's expectations. The power to be unforgettable is already within you. It's in your courage, your kindness, your passion, and your resilience. If you want to be remembered, don't focus on impressing people. Focus on impacting them. When you walk with purpose, when you speak with conviction, when you love without fear, and when you live in a way that inspires others to do the same, you become the kind of person no one can ever forget. So step into your power, stand tall in who you are, leave people better than you found them, because the truth is, if you do this, if you truly embrace everything that makes you extraordinary, He will never forget you, and neither will the world.